Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. In my 7th time at trying to make a video today. Just one person after another keeps coming out here and bugging me. Alright, I've been lazy lately. Still am lazy. I don't really want to be out here, but I need to do something. I got spars cut out for both wing panels. I got just about everything cut out to join both wing panels already done. The only stuff I have to cut out are like the arms for the spoiler and the leading edge torque rods, and then the hinges for the spoilers and the actual spoilers themselves. But otherwise, almost everything else is cut out, other than 2 pieces of wood right here for they go at the leading edge for the pivot bracket, and then one more spar doubler. But like I said, it's just a couple more parts. Those parts I can cut out in the CNC router, so they'll probably take 15-20 minutes to draw up in CAD, and then a minute and a half, 2 minutes to cut out with actual wood. All the flap hinges are cut out of G10 and glued together with high saw in 2 pieces. You can see the little white spot for the slot for the hinge to go into. It's just regular Robart hinge points. Just slides in like that. Of course, I get high sawed in, and then you got your hinge there. And all 5 are like that. And then 2 of them, hinge number 2 and 3, have a slot in between. So you can take 440 push rod, Pro Link, titanium Pro Link, whatever, and a ball link, and it goes in between the slots. That way your linkages are concealed in a scale manner. And then of course on your flap you'll have your G10 horn mounts. Originally I had planned on doing 16th inch G10 for all the spoiler stuff. Then I decided I was going to do 1/8 inch for all the spoiler side, and then 16th for the wing side. But 1/8 inch G10 is a lot thicker than I was expecting it to be for whatever reason. I don't know, I guess I was being dumb. That's 1/8 inch G10. That's just thick and overkill. So everything on the spoiler side is going to be 16th inch G10 like originally planned. What you see here are actually the leading edge parts are cut out for the slat track and the slat slider. It just goes in, it drops down, comes up, and sticks in place. I got a little bit of work to do inside the slot here to smooth it out. And these are actually 3-piece. Each one of these is 3 pieces. You got the actual slider, the track, and then you got the track end plate that closes it up, so it becomes a box like so. And then the big hole is for the torque tube to pass through. Torque tubes I still got to order. I just been lazy about doing it. So what I'm doing now is I'm out here just kind of tack gluing stuff together. That way, when I get all the spoiler stuff cut out and I get those torque tubes for everything, I can assemble the torque tubes and let those cure, put them all in the wing, close the wings up, and be good to go. So I think anyways, hopefully everyone had a wonderful Christmas. We had a pretty good time. I had my dad and my grandmother down to visit. It was a wonderful time as always. And now we're driving to go see the in-laws shortly after the new year. And yeah, that's about it for us. Come the new year, I have to leave for work for I think about 2 or 3 weeks. I won't be back until late January. So between pleasure or family visits and work, I'll be gone pretty much all of January. So don't expect any updates on this thing for quite some time. And then when I get back, I won't be doing much work to this anyway, because I am going to be starting to work on the the flying pancake, the V173. Give me just a second, I can cut a piece, sand something down. So for those who are members at RC Scale Builder, if you've been paying any attention to that thread, you know we've got a group of, I think 10 of us now, doing a group build on the flying pancake. So that'll be quite fun for everyone to follow along with. As I believe 6 or 8 of us are actually going to do a scale propeller system on our pancakes. And what I mean by a scale propeller system is a 30-inch propeller with 35 inches of pitch or so. It's going to be quite the monstrosity of a propeller. And there's 2 of them per plane, which makes it even more entertaining. So, anyway, that is that part of it. All I'm doing here is I'm just kind of trimming these spars. Give us the proper length. This Arex is not exactly the easiest stuff to cut, for sure. So, alright. If you're wondering what the heck's all going on, I got 2 vertical ribs here. These support the spoiler servo and the inboard flap servo. This horizontal plate you see here is actually what your leading edge slats servo will bolt to. That can go and get through on there, and I'm just using some medium CA to kind of tack everything in place. And then to set the spacing for those 2 ribs, I've actually got the hatch doubler in here for that. Those doublers are still yet to be glued to the actual wing skin itself. And then I've got this rib here, which acts as the outboard flap servo doubler. Make sure I get that in the right position. I'm gonna just borrow the servo. Make sure that it's correct. It's a little too far inboard. Alright, so there's that. Set at 90 there. And set at 90 to the bottom wing skin. And again, I'll just kind of a little dab of CA here and there. So you need 3 sets of hands. That. I'll do the exact same thing here in the front. All of this will get isoled together right before it gets all glued and joined. Notice for most of you guys, I'm sure you'll remember that up here along the let me move the camera here. Here along this pivot location, I had the main spar come right in the center of it. And then I had these 2 big pieces of wood that sandwiched it. I'm getting rid of that sandwich thing. It's not really necessary. There's so much carbon wrapped around the flanges on this thing. If it starts rocking and moving, it's because something in the skin's broken. And at that point, if it's broken up here, it's not going to do you any good anyway. So what I'm doing is I'm replacing the 2 big pieces for one slightly shorter piece that will go right here along the back, 90 degrees to the root rib, and come and connect to the actual spar there. And then right here, right up here, there's a plywood rib with blind nuts that I get up high saw to the skins. And then there's a nice little machine pivot bracket, so get bolted to that. And that will be the pivot bracket assembly for the wing side. See, there's really not a whole lot of structure in this wing. It's just kind of, it is what it is at the moment. And then the rib down here at the end. Just gonna put a blob of CA in there, and each part. The nice thing about this Air X is it's CA compatible. And there we go. The leading edge slat pieces here, I gotta roughen them up, do some work to clean them up a little bit, and then high saw these two pieces together. But they essentially go there, there, I get to stay up. Whatever. And then the outboard one goes right here. And I gotta make a little jig that'll set all these parallel with each other and the right distance apart. And then of course there'll be the carbon torque tube that goes from here to this one. I have some little pieces at the end to keep it from sliding, and then there will be a push rod that comes out this position and that position. And so you'll have an arm here, an arm here, an arm here, two push rods that go to the slat, and then the servo will just move this arm, which will push these two arms forward, push the slat out, pull it back in. Easy, right? So they say. So, anyways, that's what I've been doing. Here's where the wing's at. Now that I got all this stuff kind of tacked in, I'll start concentrating on doing these slat parts a little bit more. That way I can get them done, and when I get back, I'll either start working on the pancakes, or I will simply finish a wing panel. I'm going to try and get all the spoiler parts for both wing panels cut out by the time we leave next week. That way I don't have to worry about cutting stuff out. It's just a matter of assembling the airplane. So, or at least assembling the wing panel. Then once this wing panel is done, the other one should go a lot quicker because I already know exactly what to do. Now, I'll probably assemble all this stuff in one wing panel, get the other wing panel ready to join both wing panels at the same time. That way when I pull them out of the molds, I got basically like the vast majority of complete airframe. And then we can put the wings on and hook up the sweep actuators to a radio, and we can play with the wing sweep for a while. And then get the flaps hooked up and hinged and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. That's where I'm at. And eventually we'll get somewhere and have something exciting to show you guys. So until that point happens, y'all have a wonderful new year, and we'll see you next time back here in the shop. See ya.